The hidden meaning behind Son Ye-jin's viral "I'm not perfect" quote. Imagine a world where the most radiant stars don't chase perfection, but instead find their glow in the raw honesty of simply being enough, as flawed, fierce, and utterly human as the rest of us. That's the magnetic truth Son Ye-jin unveiled in a candid post-wedding interview that left hearts worldwide fluttering with recognition, a moment that transformed her from an ethereal screen icon into a beacon of relatable grace. In the quiet aftermath of her fairy tale marriage to Hyun, one of Korea's most beloved power couples, Ye-jin opened up about the vulnerabilities that linger even in the happiest chapters of life. She confessed those nagging whispers of doubt about her own imperfections, the kind that make us all pause and wonder if we're truly worthy of the love we receive. Yet, in that vulnerability, she wove a profound message. I'm not perfect, but I'm enough to be loved. It's a line that resonates like a gentle exhale, reminding us that true beauty blooms not from flawlessness, but from the courage to let our cracks show and still stand tall. This isn't just celebrity gossip. It's a universal anthem for anyone who's ever stared in the mirror and questioned their worth. Feeling a warm rush of solidarity because even a goddess like Ye-jin grapples with the same shadows. Delving deeper into that intimate conversation, which unfolded shortly after their 2022 nuptials amid the joys of new parenthood, Ye-jin painted a picture of marital bliss that's refreshingly unpolished. She spoke of the subtle shifts in self-perception that come with tying the knot and welcoming a child into the world. Those moments when the spotlight dims and you're left confronting the everyday you. After getting married and giving birth, she shared, her voice carrying the weight of quiet introspection. I felt insecure, wondering if I could meet the audience again with truly notable works like before. It's a sentiment that tugs at the soul, isn't it? In a culture that often pedestalizes women as unchanging paragons of poise, her admission feels like a soft rebellion, a reminder that evolution, not stasis, is the real hallmark of strength. I can't help but admire how she owns this unease, turning it into fuel rather than letting it dim her fire. It's the kind of honesty that makes you lean in closer, eager for more wisdom from someone who's danced on the edge of fame's glittering knife. As Ye-jin navigated these personal tides, her husband's unwavering acceptance emerged as the steady anchor in her story, a testament to the kind of love that sees beyond surfaces. Hyun, with his trademark calm demeanor honed from decades in the unforgiving world of Korean entertainment, didn't just stand by her. He celebrated her entirety, quirks and all. In their shared reflections, it's clear that their bond thrives on mutual vulnerability, where one partner's doubts become shared ground for growth. Ye-jin recounted how filming their iconic Netflix series Crash Landing on You back in 2019 had already sparked something deeper, a chemistry that blurred the lines between fiction and reality. Every day filming together was happy, she recalled, her words evoking the electric thrill of those Swiss set scenes where their characters' forbidden romance unfolded against breathtaking alpine backdrops. There's something profoundly moving about this. How two professionals at the peak of their crafts found not just professional synergy, but a soul-deep connection that withstood the scrutiny of millions. It stirs a quiet envy in me. The way love can transform vulnerability into a superpower, making the imperfect feel invincible. Expanding on her journey, it's impossible not to trace Ye-jin's path back to her roots, where the seeds of this resilient self-view were first sown. Born in 1982 in the bustling city of Daegu, South Korea, she burst onto the scene as a teenager, her fresh-faced charm catching the eye of scouts during a casual mall outing. By 2000, at just 18, she was already starring in the teen drama Delightful Girl Chun-hyang, a role that catapulted her into the spotlight and set the tone for a career defined by versatility and quiet intensity. Watching her evolve from wide-eyed ingenue to commanding leading lady feels like witnessing a flower unfurl petal by petal, each project revealing layers of depth that keep audiences hooked. Take April Snow in 2005, where she delved into the raw ache of infidelity opposite Kim Rae-won. Her performance was a masterclass in understated emotion, the kind that lingers long after the credits roll. I remember catching that film late one night, struck by how her subtle glances conveyed volumes of unspoken pain, making me ponder my own tangled heartstrings. It's these roles that humanize her, showing that even as she embodied idealized romance in blockbusters like The Classic or My Love from the Star, she was always channeling the messy authenticity of real life. Yet, beneath the glamour of red carpets and award season triumphs, over 20 accolades, including multiple Blue Dragon Film Awards, Ye-jin has long battled the industry's relentless gaze. In her 20s, she confessed, her youth was only defined by work. I didn't live to enjoy it. Those words hit like a gentle wave, evoking empathy for the girl who traded carefree summers for script readings and set calls, all in pursuit of excellence. Acting she described as very painful, a grind fueled by sheer ambition rather than unbridled joy. But oh, the payoff, roles like the fierce Hyun in Crash Landing on You, where she balanced wit, resilience, and heart-wrenching longing with effortless poise. That series, with its 1.78 billion minutes viewed in its first month, didn't just skyrocket global K-drama fandom. It immortalized Ye-jin as the ultimate charming woman, an archetype she now reclaims on her own terms. There's a poetic irony here, isn't there? The very perfection fans projected onto her screen persona became the mirror she shattered in that post-wedding chat, inviting us to see the woman behind the myth. It makes her victories, from conquering Hollywood whispers with The Negotiation alongside Hyun Bin, to her poignant turn in Something in the Rain, feel all the more earned, like triumphs wrested from the jaws of self-doubt. Turning to the heart of their union, Hyun Bin and Ye-jin's love story reads like a script they'd co-write themselves. Slow burn, serendipitous, and steeped in mutual respect. They first crossed paths professionally in 2019 on the set of Crash Landing on You, but sparks had flickered years earlier at industry events, unspoken until timing aligned. By 2020, amid pandemic isolation, their off-screen romance bloomed quietly, culminating in a private wedding on March 31st, 2022, attended by close family and a select few stars like Gong Hyo-jin and Daniel Henney. The ceremony, held in a discreet Seoul hotel, was a masterstroke of intimacy. No paparazzi frenzy, just vows exchanged under soft lighting, sealing a partnership built on trust. Ye-jin later shared how Bin's one steadying sentence during courtship, "We'll figure it out together," melted her reservations. A simple assurance that echoed in their early married days. Now, with a son turning 3, their life orbits around family rituals, evening walks in the park, bedtime stories read in tandem, and those stolen coffee truck gestures Bin sends to her sets, signed with their little one's name. It's these vignettes that warm the chest, painting a portrait of partnership where acceptance isn't performative, but woven into the fabric of daily existence. I find it endlessly inspiring how they prioritize presence over polish, turning potential pitfalls into shared adventures that strengthen their foundation. In embracing her not perfect self, Ye-jin extends an olive branch to women everywhere, echoing the video concept of crafting a montage around women are most beautiful when they are themselves. Picture it, clips of her laughing unguarded on set, interspersed with empowering voiceovers from her interviews, set to a swelling soundtrack of empowerment anthems. It's a visual love letter to authenticity, urging viewers to ditch the filters and embrace their unique rhythms. This message lands especially potently in today's hyper-curated social media landscape, where comparison steals joy like a thief in the night. Ye-jin, at 43, embodies the counter-narrative, Post-motherhood, she's not chasing a pre-baby physique, but channeling that maternal glow into nuanced performances, like her recent role in Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice at the 2025 Busan International Film Festival. There, amid festival buzz, she drew strength from trailblazers like Hyun Yoo-jung, an Oscar winner at 74, and Kim Hee-ai, whose careers defy ageist tropes. "Naturally, there will be a path for me," she affirmed, a declaration that feels like a hug for every woman pausing at a crossroads. It's profoundly reassuring, this ripple of permission she grants, making me reflect on how often we sabotage our shine by measuring against impossible ideals. Reflecting on her evolution, Ye-jin's path illuminates the beauty in perseverance's quiet grind. Early stumbles, like the backlash to her debut image as a flower girl archetype, tested her mettle. Yet she pivoted with grace, tackling edgier fare in Alone in Love and Personal Taste. Each choice was a step towards self-definition, culminating in the reflective poise of today. Motherhood, she noted, has softened her edges, memory lapses from sleep-deprived nights, but sharper clarity on what matters. "If there's something you want to try, give it your all," she advised, her tone laced with hard-won wisdom. In an industry notorious for sidelining women over 40, her return isn't a comeback. It's a reclamation, proving that reinvention thrives on authenticity. This resilience stirs a deep admiration in me, a reminder that our enoughness isn't static, but a living, breathing force that deepens with every scar and smile. As their family nestles into this balanced rhythm, glimpses of domestic harmony peek through. Bin's pride in her craft, evident in his festival shoutouts, and Ye-jin's gratitude for a partner who amplifies her voice. Their son, a private joy kept from public eyes, symbolizes this chapter's sanctity, a tiny human teaching them the art of unscripted love. It's heartening to witness, in an era of fleeting flings, a couple modeling longevity through open dialogue and deliberate kindness. Ye-jin's words about those crash-landing hugs in Switzerland linger as metaphors for reunion, not just romantic, but with one's truest self. They evoke a nostalgic ache, blending cinematic fantasy with lived reality, and leave me yearning for more stories where love heals the hidden fractures. Broadening the lens, Ye-jin's ethos challenges the patriarchal undercurrents in entertainment, where women's value often hinges on youth and yield. By voicing her postpartum uncertainties, can I still play romantic roles? Will people seek me out? She dismantles the myth of the eternal ingenue, paving ways for diverse narratives. Her influences, from Jeon Do-yeon's fierce independence to Kim Hae-soo's unapologetic sensuality, form a sisterhood of sorts, a lineage of women who've rewritten rules. This interconnectedness feels like a warm thread, weaving personal anecdotes into collective empowerment, and it's impossible not to feel buoyed by the momentum she's igniting. In turn, it prompts introspection. How many of us withhold our light, fearing it's not luminous enough? Ye-jin's gentle nudge, "The time to shine will come," is a balm, encouraging bold leaps into the unknown. Envisioning that inspirational video, it could layer archival footage of Ye-jin's transformative roles with contemporary candids, her poised at premieres, then unfiltered in family snapshots, all underscoring the theme of self-embrace. Narration drawn from her quotes would interweave seamlessly, perhaps culminating in a call to viewers. Your imperfections? They're your signature. Such content wouldn't just entertain. It'd catalyze conversations in living rooms and comment sections, fostering a movement toward kinder self-talk. I can already picture the shares, the testimonials from fans who've long idolized her, now empowered to mirror her grace. It's a ripple effect of profound beauty, one that honors Ye-jin's vulnerability as the ultimate plot twist in her star-studded saga. Through it all, what captivates most is Ye-jin's unyielding optimism, a quiet fire that refuses to flicker. From Daegu's modest beginnings to global acclaim, she's navigated scandals, typecasting, and the solitude of stardom with a philosopher's poise. Her marriage, far from a plot device, amplifies this. Bin's admiration for her sacrifices, like pausing projects for family, underscores a reciprocity that's refreshingly equitable. Together, they embody partnership as practice, where enough expands into abundance. This harmony touches something primal, evoking the universal quest for belonging, and leaves a lingering glow of possibility. In her words, preserved through acting's alchemy, we find echoes of our own untold stories, urging us to script bolder chapters. As seasons shift and their sun grows, Ye-jin eyes future horizons with tempered excitement. Perhaps more family-centric tales or boundary-pushing dramas that blend her multifaceted self. Her recent festival appearance, radiant in a sleek hanbok-inspired gown, signaled not diminishment but distillation. A woman more vivid for her layers. It's this essence that makes her message timeless, a clarion call amid noise. Perfection is the thief of joy. Presence, its liberator. Feeling that pull toward authenticity? That's Ye-jin at work. Her light, a compass for navigating our own imperfect orbits. And in that shared orbit, we discover not just survival, but a symphony of souls singing in unison. Flawed, fabulous, and forever enough. Yet, let's linger on the nuances of her craft. For it's in the minutiae where Ye-jin's genius truly unfolds. Consider Be With You, 2018, where she portrayed a mother returning from the afterlife, her eyes brimming with ethereal sorrow that pierced straight to the core. That film, a tear-soaked meditation on loss and renewal, mirrored her own life's pivots, absences filled by unexpected returns. Watching it, one senses the personal alchemy. Her smiles, tentative yet tender, as if drawing from reservoirs of real tenderness. It's these infusions of lived truth that elevate her work, making blockbusters feel intimate and indies monumental. Personally, it evokes a profound tenderness, a nod to how art heals the artist's wounds while mending ours, turning solitary struggles into communal catharsis. Similarly, in The Truth Beneath, 2016, Ye-jin's portrayal of a politician's wife unraveling amid deception showcased her chameleon-like range, shifting from composed facade to visceral fury with breathtaking seamlessness. The film's taut thriller vibe, laced with social commentary on corruption, allowed her to excavate themes of silenced voices, a foreshadowing of her later advocacies for women's stories in media. Reflecting on it now, post her marital revelations, it feels prescient. The strength in questioning facades, in demanding visibility. Her commitment to such narratives stirs admiration, a fierce respect for an artist who wields her platform like a lantern in the dark, illuminating paths for emerging talents. Of course, no discourse on Ye-jin omits Crash Landing on You's seismic impact, a phenomenon that transcended borders, amassing fans from Seoul to Sao Paulo. As Seri, the plucky heiress parachuting into North Korean turmoil, she infused levity into geopolitical tension, her banter with Bin's stoic Ri Jong-hyuk sparking rom-com gold. Behind-the-scenes tales of snow-swept shoots in Mongolia, where crew huddled for warmth while stars bantered like old flames, add layers of charm. Ye-jin once quipped about memorizing lines amid blizzards, her laughter a defiant spark against adversity. It's this spirit that endears, transforming grueling labors into lore, and leaves viewers with not just escapism, but envy for such vivacious camaraderie. In me, it kindles a spark of wanderlust, dreaming of loves as audacious as a border-crossing leap. Parenthood, too, reframes her lens, infusing roles with newfound empathy. Post-Son, she approaches scripts with a mother's acuity, discerning tales that honor generational bonds. Her nod to memories fade, many moments no longer clear, humanizes the icon, revealing how tiny hands and sleepless dawns reshape priorities. Yet, it's no hindrance, rather a honing stone, sharpening her to portray complexities with keener insight. This evolution feels like a quiet revolution, challenging the trope of the childless muse, and affirms that family amplifies, never eclipses creative fire. It's heart-swelling, this portrait of wholeness, where spheres converge without collision. In tandem, Bin's role as steadfast ally amplifies their narrative's potency. His gestures, surprise visits to sets, or public praises framing her as irreplaceable, weave chivalry into equality, a model for modern matrimony. Their discretion, shielding family from frenzy, speaks volumes. Love as sanctuary, not spectacle. Peaks, like joint charity events for children's welfare, hint at shared values, grounding glamour in goodwill. Such synergy inspires, a blueprint for blending spotlight with seclusion, and evokes a wistful nod to what enduring unions might look like: rooted, radiant, real. Ultimately, Ye-jin's proclamation, "I'm not perfect, but enough to love," distills a philosophy that's both balm and battle cry. It beckons us to audit our inner critics, to trade shoulds for the serenity of is. In her orbit, imperfections morph from blemishes to badges, each narrating a tale of tenacity. As she strides forward, perhaps toward Oscar whispers or directorial dreams, she carries this ethos like a talisman, inviting us along. And in that invitation lies magic. The realization that beauty, in its purest form, is the brave art of unbecoming, shedding veneers to reveal the luminous self beneath. So here's to Ye-jin, the imperfect, perfect storm, proving once more that when women are themselves, the world can't look away.